Well, Karen and Richard, that's the first we've heard from you in 3 years. It's the first time you've sung together live now in 5 years. Why? Where have you been? What's been happening?
Well, we decided to take a small vacation, take some time off.
A small, but it's been a huge vacation. I mean, the fans actually want to know where you've been. I mean, what happened?
Oh, well, we took a little over a year off because the last album before Made in America was Christmas Portrait, which came out
78?
In 78, the last part of 78.
Yes, but as we're saying, you haven't actually sung together live for 5 years.
Well, not in this country, but in the United States we
Right.
have.
But it did seem that there was something of a rift round about 75, 76. I think you were ill, weren't you, Karen? I mean, what happened?
That was 75. I was just pooped. When you've been on the road for all those years without stopping.
There were rumours, though, that you were suffering from the Slimmer's disease, from anorexia nervosa. Is that right?
No, I was just pooped.
But you
I
did
was
go
tired
down,
out.
You went down to about 6 stone in weight, I think, didn't you?
I have no idea what 6 stone in weight is.
66 pounds, it's very difficult to work out. I think about 84 pounds
No.
or something like that. No?
No.
But were you at all estranged during that time, you two? I mean, did you actually, I mean, people would quite understand, were you bored with working together? I mean, you'd been together for 9 years.
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
The thing is, with the breakneck schedule we were keeping, it started to tire us out after a while. And to me, you have to be up and really want to go into the studio. Because if you start to get tired, it shows in your music.
Sure.
Right.
So really, the longest period we did take off was a little over a year.
Yeah.
Of
But tremendous strain.
1979.
Obviously, you had a very peculiar young adulthood, as it were. I mean, you were about 18 or 19 when you hit stardom.
Right.
I think you were only 19, Karen.
Right.
I mean, then you had 9 years of this tremendous strain. I mean, it must have taken its toll.
Yes, it did. That's why I was pooped. You know, it happens to everybody.
So what now? I mean, are there any new resolutions? Are you going to handle it differently now?
Well, we have been.
Yeah, we're not going to do as many things. It's just that we've talked about this years ago. I mean, this is 6 years now. I don't really feel we should be talking about the weight loss. Maybe it's better to take a pass on the whole thing. It's really not
It's
what
a
we're
long
here
time
for.
ago, you know.
It is a long.
And you getting married and a bit of that. Okay.
Fine.
Run the clock. 30 seconds.
Now we have to pretend all that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Now you've got to smile
I
and
feel
be nice.
terrific.
You've got to smile and be nice and pretend it all didn't happen. That's
Okay.
the first time we've spoken, all right? Otherwise they'll think we've...
10,
I often think
9,
they must...
8,
I wonder if they know
7,
what goes on behind your eyes.
5,
No.
Well, Richard and Karen, it's 3 years since you've made an album. It's apparently 5 years since you've actually sung live together. Why? Where have you been? What happened?
Well, what we did was to take a year off in 1979 to kick back and recharge our batteries, because we really kept quite a breakneck pace going for
8.5
all those
years.
years. Yeah, since close to
I mean, you were
really.
on the road practically the whole time, weren't you, Karen?
Yes, we were keeping a schedule of almost 9 months.
Oh, God,
Out of the
what
year.
happened? Hang on. What happened? I don't believe it. I saw a flash. What happened?
Huh.
We'll do the same again.
So we go straight into it without a clock. John.
Here we go again. Well, Karen and Richard, it's 3 years since we've heard you singing together, I think, on an album. 5 years since you've sung together live. What's happened? I mean, where have you been?
Well, like you said, it has been 5 years since we've been here, but we continued to work in the United States until 79?
79, which we took off.
Yeah.
But there's been a great falling off. I mean, you first hit the top, I think, in about 1969, and then there was sort of 8 years of constantly on the road and all these tours, and then all of a sudden nothing. I mean, why?
We just wanted to take a rest, because when you work that steadily for 8.5 years,
It wears you down.
yeah,
I'm sure it does.
And recording. See, everything that we've enjoyed has stemmed from the records.
Right.
And you have to really feel up and want to make a record because it's an enjoyable thing.
So
Yes.
you're telling us it's not all glamour out there, is it? It's pretty
It's a
tough.
lot of hard work, but there's a lot of glamour too.
But it must have meant that you had you did have very strange young adulthoods, as it were. I think you, Karen, were 18 or 19 when
19,
you first
yeah.
hit the big time. I mean, you sacrificed your personal life, really, didn't you?
Well, when it happened, you don't think of it that way. After you've lived and experienced all those years, you think, what happened? You know, because you really are surrounded by certain people, and you don't really get a chance to meet people.
Well, quite. I
and-
mean, did you ever have boyfriends and girlfriends during all that time? It must have been difficult to have a steady relationship.
I think it was more difficult for Karen, really.
Yeah, because I was the only girl on the road with 28 guys.
Some people would think that's very nice.
Well, I mean, it was, you know, but I wasn't personally involved with anybody in the group.
What did you think, both of you, about the image that you had? I mean, this sort of goody-goody image. I mean, for some reason, it seemed to be implied that it was a crime to be middle of the road. I mean, did that
Yeah,
annoy
I
you?
know.
We didn't think it was a crime.
No.
We enjoy, you know, what we
At
are.
first, of course, we were young and we really weren't thinking about anything
Young,
like that,
foolish.
and it hurts your feelings. You know. But after a while, you grow out of that and realize that people are entitled to their opinion.
So there's no change of image this time around?
Oh, no.
But there is one change, which is that you have a ring on your finger, Karen.
Yes, I do.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, when we took a rest, I met my husband. That's what happens when you take a rest. I met Tom in '79, and we were married 4 months or 5 months later.
So
And,
now you're looking for a wife for Richard, is that right?
Yes.
In her spare time.
Are you looking for a wife for Richard, Richard?
Huh? Oh, I've always got my eyes open, yeah.